We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves. The Friars enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Mike Soroka gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box, Tony Gwynn popped him up. Swanson is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. And he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Don't want to forget about him. Standing in now, Roberto Alomar. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. A tag for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Padres get a couple of runs in the inning. Mackenzie Gore will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Skied into straightaway right. Gwynn is there to put it away for out number 1. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2. Ready now, Freddie Freeman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1. Freeman has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. In order go the Braves. They're still down. It's 2-0. Striding in, Josh Naylor. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Here's Manny Machado now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Pitch on the way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Markakis coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that.
And both runners are safe. The double steal executed perfectly.
Pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
To the plate now, Tony Gwynn, as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. And they'll tack on 1 more, as this is now a 5-0 game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. 3 runs already home here. Once more, a throw over, being especially careful here. Hit on the ground to third, reined in. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on.
Leading up for the Braves,
Here's the first pitch to him.
the center fielder,
0-1 the count.
Jr.
Now the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Mejia waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Bradley is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
In now, Charlie Culberson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Line drive to center field. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. But the Braves are able to get one back on the solo homer. We've played 2. It's the Padres 5 and the Braves 1. Now at the plate, Gary Sheffield, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Gary Sheffield.
First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Sheffield, a former New York Met, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And he popped him up. Swanson into shallow left. He can't get to it. This one's down.
And they start the 3rd inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Stepping in now, Roberto Alomar, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. The 0-1. Ball 1, well below the zone.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Sheffield aboard here at first with nobody out. 2-2 to Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Grounded to third. This could be two. One there. On to first, and it's another double play. Already two of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
The first baseman, number 22.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. One left for San Diego. They're up 5-1. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first at bat here in the inning. And now a pitch on the way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Tatis calls for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 9.
So 1 gone for the Braves here in the 3rd, and Mike Soroka will bat next. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Here's the 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Ozzie Albies will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Called strike, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Gwynn is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher, Francisco Mejia. Hit well on the ground to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Padres, the pitcher, Mackenzie Gore.
So digging in now, Mackenzie Gore. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
So 2 are gone in the Padre 4th, and in to hit next it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. And that misses for ball 1.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though there are 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Acuna on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Into the box now, Tony Gwynn. Line drive, base hit to right. And this is going to be off the wall now for Markakis out there. Bradley ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score as they push the lead to 5 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Sean Newcomb answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Into the box, Gary Sheffield. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Josh Naylor, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Runner's back. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Darno shading to his right, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Padres 9 and the Braves 1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Markakis, a 36-year-old veteran. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. One run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The center fielder, number 13.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Acuna.
Ronald Acuna is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Digging in once again, Manny Machado. Lifetime in this matchup. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip.
Manny.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Acuna giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Markakis, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, and he's the type of player that's thinking triple as soon as he hit it to the outfield. Pretty elite speed on display here as he rockets around second. Would have taken a perfect play and relay to even have a chance to throw him out here.
Mackenzie Gore is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. And that will become out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Jackie Bradley Jr. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looking at his career totals, Bradley is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up Acuna, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run here in the early going as they just continue to pour it on here.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone or that total might continue to rise.
A.J. Minter gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Minter.
To the plate now, Tony Gwynn. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Acuna retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Padres 11 and the Braves 1. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Fouled off. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
First pitch on its way. Travis d'Arnaud comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Hey, Dero, that's a one-out single right there. And, hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Charlie Culberson is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. In there, a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Dansby Swanson is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. First and second now, one man out. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. Ender Inciarte will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Fouled away. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Mark Melanson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Fernando Tatis Jr. will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Gary Sheffield. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
This is line to left. Ozuna is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Roberto Alomar. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Softly hit out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Nick Markakis digging in now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So
2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 7th inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Josh Naylor. And now pitch on the way. To short, hit hard. Swanson brings it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
So with 1 gone in the inning now, that brings in Manny Machado. First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Mejia.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. Here's the pitch. Grounded to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning.
With
3.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far, and it's fouled away. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Here it comes, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside?
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Marcell Ozuna becomes the 2nd out of the bottom of the 7th. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Down in order go the... Digging in now, Kirby Yates. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Kirby Yates is retired to kick off the inning. Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. And he's able to get back in there at first safely. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. At the plate now, Tony Gwynn. And he hits it hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Now in the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. And their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
At the plate, Gary Sheffield popped him up. Culberson in foul ground. 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Roberto Alomar hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a job.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Padres lead it 12. Digging in, Charlie Culberson. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The third baseman, Charlie Culberson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Braves are set down 1-2. Luke Jackson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set to start the 9th in this one, and here comes the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Hard liner toward short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Settling in now, Manny Machado. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stamp a right-hander to get loose. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Francisco Mejia is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slap hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kirby Yates.
So now to the plate, Kirby Yates pops this one up. Swanson has got it, and the side is retired. Padres leave one, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. So up steps Ozzie Albies, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Now batting, Nick Markakis, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
One out, nobody on. Fouled away. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's set. Here it comes. This is skied out toward right. And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Padres will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 12-1 at the end of this one. The San Diego Padres jump.